Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to an episode of Gifted Hearts. I am AK Duazane. Now, for this episode, our guest is going to be a young lady known as Nandipha Sebini. Last year, Nandipha started her own creative community group known as Creatives in the Park, where they focus on hosting events known as Songwriting is in the Park, where people meet at Chris Saunders Park by Gateway Mall in Mhlanga, and they get to write songs and play songwriting games. For this episode, we're basically going to get to learn more about her and what the future of Creatives in the Park is. Yo, how's it, guys? So here we are with you, Nandipha. And Nandipha, I just want to say big thank you for giving us the opportunity to come and interview you. John.
I'm very well. How are you?
Nah, I'm doing great.
That's great.
So here we are at Chris Saunders Park, and as I've said, today we're just gonna get to learn more about who you are and what Creatives in the Park is about. So obviously, Muzamukala to you is gonna be just tell us about who you are and what Creatives in the Park is.
Well, as Akon has already said, my name is Nandipha Sebini, and I am a singer, songwriter, and a creative, which is why I started Creatives in the Park. Obviously, I'm from Durban and I've lived in Durban my whole life, and I felt as if Durban is like short of creative events and like a creative community. I felt like as a songwriter, we didn't really have a space where songwriters can get together, and that's why I started Creatives in the Park and started songwriting in the park, because it's pretty much just an extension of who I am and the things that I enjoy. So yeah.
And would you say Creatives in the Park is main focus only gonna be songwriting, or there's more to come as time goes by?
So yes, Creatives in the Park is going to expand. We are just waiting for the perfect time to do so. We started with songwriting in the park, obviously because I'm a songwriter, but I definitely want to connect more with like art and poetry. So it's all types of creatives in the park.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, so it's wonderful to hear. And what you call this? I'm just trying to think of how I'm gonna word this. Okay, all I can remember is that I first got to learn about you through Gabs last year. When I was interviewing him, he told me about you guys during his interview. And then I checked out, obviously, your page and all those things, etc. But now, would you say, what you call this, the songwriting is like a gift of yours, or is something that you're trying? And what would you say is probably the inspiration behind it, though?
Behind songwriting in general, or behind songwriting in the park?
Yes, songwriting in the park.
Okay, so I've actually been writing songs since I was like quite young. I remember in grade 6, I'd actually written a song for our principal. They were leaving, and I wrote like a farewell song to my principal. After that, I didn't really have any examples of like creatives or songwriters in Durban, so it kind of just died down afterwards. And then I connected with songwriting again in like 2023. And I saw that songwriting is just so much more than it's made to seem. All the songs that we listen to, everything that we do, we are nothing without words, you know?
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm answering your question, but yeah, I think songwriting is in everyone, to be honest. I don't think it's just a me thing, or, you know, I feel like anyone actually could have started songwriting in the park. I think it's just whether or not you believe in yourself, you know, and whether or not you trust yourself enough, and whether or not you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you know, and write what you're feeling, or write what you think someone else is feeling, you know? Yeah.
Right. And I remember just a few weeks ago, I saw you were singing one of your songs and all those things. Now, with you, would you say, when it comes to songwriting, how can I sing? Okay, let me just give an example of me. I can't sing at all and all those things, or rap, anything like that. So, but would you say it's also a possibility of me writing a song and giving it to someone else to sing? Would it be you or someone to sing what I've written on that?
At songwriting in the park?
Yes.
So I'd have to say we can't do that because I know we are all about songwriting, but the song that you write has importance to you, you know, and I find it so important that in songwriting in the park, everyone sings their own piece that they've written because they can relate to it, and the rest of us get to experience your song from you, you know, and any emotion that you have attached to the song, we get to experience and we get to feel it coming from you, you know, because I feel like songwriters are so much more than they've been made to seem. I just feel like songwriters, singers, you're creative, you know, you don't have to sound a specific way to be a singer, you know, it's more just about expression and not perfection. Yeah.
All right, so I hear you. And what would you consider have been like your struggles when it comes to creatives in the park or songwriting in the park?
I feel, I feel like I've got so many struggles to mention actually. So I started songwriting in the park in May last year, so May 2024, and I've actually had a lot of people approach me and ask me about it. One of my struggles is that people are interested, but people don't show. So I've had some sessions where there's been quite a few of us, and people are like so interested, people are involved, it's amazing. But a lot of the times, people don't actually come to songwriting in the park. That's one of my biggest struggles because I feel like a lot of people want to be here, you know, and a lot of people are interested. A lot of people are creatives, but for some reason they just don't get out the house, you know.
What you think what would you think would say? What would you say probably makes that happen? Like, would you probably say it's maybe the distance or?
I hope it's not this distance. I think it's more so like the commitment, because as much as songwriting in the park is all about having fun, you definitely also have to be committed enough to actually show up, you know. And I feel like, and I'm not saying this and like excluding myself from this group of people, but I feel like I also can sometimes have issues like with committing to things that even I care about. Oftentimes, if you ask someone like, what's your favorite thing to do, you know, like I could ask you, you know, like what's your favorite thing to do or what brings you the most fun, you know, and like I don't know, it could be like skateboarding for you, and if I asked you, but how many times do you skateboard, you know, you probably don't skateboard a lot. And I feel like that's what's happening with songwriting in the park, is that people enjoy it and people want to do it, but for some reason, I don't know, as humans we don't chase the thing that we enjoy the most, you know, we like put that on the back burner and like we do other things. So I think that's the reason, because from the like responses that I've gotten after our sessions, people love it, you know, and they want to be at songwriting in the park and they don't want songwriting in the park to end. So yeah, I'd say that's why.
All right. And any other struggles other than that?
Any other struggles? I wouldn't say so. Probably just like social media, because I'm not a content creator and I have to create content for songwriting in the park, obviously, to get the word out there. I would say that's pretty difficult because I'm not a content creator and I have to create content. So yeah, but it is a lot of fun though, I won't lie. Like I do enjoy creating the content. It's just that I think it's also so important for me to reach, like for my content to reach the people, you know, to reach creatives and to reach songwriters, you know. And that's the only thing that would make it a struggle, is that it's not reaching as many people as I want it to. Yeah.
No, I get you. No. Okay, so now, what would you say has been like the struggle when it comes to the business side of creating in the parks?
Um, when it comes to the business side, I feel like the struggle has been like expanding it and like bringing it to like birthday parties and different events. I wanted creators in the park to, or songwriting in the park, really, to reach more people and for people to, for it to just be something where people have fun with. And I found that really difficult in terms of like having to like market it and like advertise it, and it kind of just died off. Um, but in terms of like creators in the park, like the sessions that we have on a Saturday, there's not really a business side to it because I don't charge people. There's no entrance fee. I don't make any profit from it. So yeah.
All right. So, okay. Now we're gonna move towards the last question, and that's gonna be with the gift that you have in your heart and the plans that you have for creatives in the parks, songwriting in the car, songwriting in in the parks, etc. What would you say is like the long-term plan for it?
So for songwriting in the park, I really do see it like expanding, songwriting in the park being in different provinces, like just spreading it across really like Durban, Joburg, Cape Town, because I know there's a lot of creatives there, and I want the community to be bigger than just here in Durban and in this space, you know, like here in Mklanga where we're based. I also do see us like in the future connecting and collaborating with radio stations such as like East Coast Radio and Kakasi FM, where we do the activities that we do at Songwriting in the Park, do them at like at East Coast Radio with the presenters, and let people almost have like a look into what we do, but also getting to enjoy it. Because I feel like if we do it on like radio and stuff and people get to hear us, it's also just as interesting as being a part of it, you know? And I feel like when more people get to actually hear it or see it and in some way experience it, it's also going to make them be like, oh, well, maybe I can do it, you know, and make it less scary, because I know a lot of people are actually really scared. Like, they're like, but I can't sing, I can't write songs, you know, I can't do anything, I'm not creative, you know, and I'm like, but that's not true. You know, if you can speak, you can write a song. You know, if you can write a sentence, if you can write a paragraph, if you can write a story, if you can type on WhatsApp, you can write a song. You know, like we all have something that we can connect to, you know, within us, and it always helps us with our creativity. So yeah.
All right. And are you open to collaborations, people working with you, or not as yet?
I'm definitely open to collaborations. I'm actually in like the process of like communicating with different places. I won't say which places, but I've been like in communication with different places, wanting to collaborate. I'm definitely open to collaboration. We've actually collabed with New Age, so we collabed with them in last year, 2024.
Yes.
We did a little collab with them, and I'm hoping to have more collaborations with more creatives, with more different communities and different companies, different businesses, different radio stations. So yeah.
All right, so it's wonderful. Look forward to them. And just before I shut it down, any questions that you have for me, anything like that? Was everything good?
I think everything's good. Yeah.
All right, so no stress. Well, big appreciation for the interview. Looking forward to see what you guys do with the songwriting in the park. It's gonna be my first time, of course. And other than that, you know, stay gifted, stay blessed, enjoy.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.